Okay, so what I want you to do is on the circle here, Leo, you're gonna just go around the jump. We're gonna just do a couple of canter trot transitions. And then when the canter looks good to me, I'll say, okay, and come to your jump, okay? And then you'll just be coming to your jump and staying on the same circle inside the mounting block. Okay, so what I want to see is that the canter is staying consistent and that she's a little bit bent left all the time, right? So that her body is matching the shape of the curve. Okay. Now make sure there's no twist in your reins and just walk again there. So when you asked for the trot there, what she did is she went boom into your inside rein. Okay? So before you even get the trot in the walk here, make sure her ribs are going out to the left and then keep that feeling as you squeeze her up to trot. That's right. Yeah, take a second here, but get your trot a little more organized first. Think legs back on her belly, a little more roundness in her body. And check in and see if you can see her inside eyelashes and nostril. Yes, beautiful transition. Now, Leo, I want to see your leg back more. Think of bending your knees. Yes. One more circle, just because this one got a little bit small. So you're going to be out a little bit closer to the mounting block and then come to your jump. The transition was perfect. Now again, I'm seeing a little bit of cowboy leg happening here today, okay? Bring your legs back, bend your knees. That's right. Now make sure you can see her inside eye and nostril. Good, and continue with that shape. 2 legs for rhythm. Oh, that's okay. I thought you were going to go to the jump that time. So use your space out here so that it's not too tight of an approach. That's right. Perfect. Nice left bend. Excellent. Nice support. Good for you. Now left bend. Use your space. Legs on her belly. Good. Little vibrations down the rein. Make sure she's not getting stiff against you. Oh. I still want you to go to your jump. We're just jumping on a circle now until I give you a different job. Make sure the left bend is there. Left leg is just behind the girth. That's right. You just want to make sure your leg is on her belly, not on the girth. Okay, now praise her there and trot a circle with left bend. What I loved there, Leo, was it was not, now bend, 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 lift your inside hand, bend, 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 push her out, wide right hand, strong left leg, yes, thank you. She is not allowed to fall on the inside like that, ever. Good for you. Okay, to finish my thought, what I liked about the last time was even though the distance was not ideal, and that's because the track got a little wiggly and wobbly and then she got there a bit too deep, but she got there deep and she rocked back and she lifted up really nice and clean and straight over it. Okay, so I thought she made a really good effort there. So let's just do this one a couple more times off the left. So make sure, like when you're here, you need to be looking at your jump and planning out how you're getting there. Okay, so that you keep her channeled through both your legs and both your reins so that there's no shoulder flying over here or hip falling in here, right? You've got to keep her corners organized. Okay, so let's go ahead, bend, trot. Make sure you're still bending and canter. Yes, lovely, those are getting better. Good with your eyes, keep that support. Yeah. Wait, good. And one more. So can you feel how you went a little too far out, maybe because you weren't sure if you were jumping that time? Yeah. Make sure here, look at the middle of the cross rail, keep her on that turn. Good. I think your decision was right. I don't think you would have needed to kick if you had kept a little better energy through the turn. Right, look now. This canter. Yes, good rhythm. Excellent, Leo. Okay, walk and give her a big pat. So you've got a really nice sense there of where you're at. Now bend hard left, don't let her lean in. Exactly. Exactly. So it doesn't matter what you're doing with her, she is never allowed to push through your side, okay? Like, she's trained to the point now where anything less than correct bend is not acceptable. Does that make sense? Because she knows better, she's capable of doing it, so now our job is to keep those standards up there, right? Like, we could intentionally ask her to bend to the right while she's turning left, do a little counter bend like that, right? And then go back to being straight and then go back to left bend. But she's not allowed when she's turning left just to be like this, right? Because then she's unbalanced and pushing into you instead of being around your leg. Okay, so let's do the same off the right. Couple trot canter transitions and then right to your jump. Nice, Leo. Good job. Now again, I just see that your feet are a little bit kicked forward like you're on a chopper. Okay, bend your knees, feel her belly. Good, start to plan your approach to the jump. Rhythm, right bend, rhythm, rhythm. So what happened that time when you saw the jump?
What?
What happened that time when you saw the jump?
I thought the striding would be right, so I kind of sped her up.
You sped her, yeah, exactly, okay? And even if you think the striding's not right, you have to make an adjustment. You don't want to do it with speed, right? If you feel you need to get to the jump more, you want to lengthen her without speeding her up. Now look now, right bend, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Good. I prefer that one. Now simple change. Do one circle around the jump. So part of what's happening, Leo, is this way she's being a little bit stiffer about the bend. So work, work, work the bend here on the circle. There, good. And then make sure you're looking and planning where you're going. Keep turning, keep bending, bending, bending. Circle small in front of me, circle. Bend her. Yeah. Steady. And it's not just her neck bending, her circle again, her whole body bending. That's right. Not speeding up. Good. Look at your jump. Steady, 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 steady. Good. Good. Half halt outside rein. Right bend. Good. Circle small. She leaned her hip in again there. Now think of pushing her up around the right leg like it's a post. Look at your jump. Half halt. 3, 2, 1. Good. And praise her for the lead. And slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Good. And trot. And small circle and trot. Good. Circle in front of me. Slow. Right bend. Right bend. Slow, slow, slow. Come on, focus. You lost your focus and she almost walked on you. Circle again. Sit twice. Make sure your legs are back on her belly. Wrong posting diagonal, hey? So when you have her on the correct bend and the rhythm is good, you should be able to feel those posting diagonals pretty quickly because it's like something's not right here. Okay, good. Walk break. Excellent. Now, have I told you about looking at your knee to see your toe?
I think you have.
Okay. So with riders whose legs tend to slip forwards, that's a really good thing is if you look at your knee, you should not be able to see your toe. Okay? So at any point in your warm up or as you're going around, if you look down, you see that, make it disappear, and then you know that your leg is back enough, right? Because when your foot's in here, and you can see your toe, what's happened is your leg is no longer in position to be very useful to you.
Okay.
Right? The only time you would want to be like that is like if a horse is trying to buck you off, right? Then you go into your cowboy stance, heels down, shoulder back, rip the horse's face off. But as long as your horse is not trying to buck you off, your legs need to be here, right? So that you can steer and press forward and do everything you need to do. Okay? So that's something you could check. I think I was told that when I was a little kid, and I use it even now, all the time. Right? Just every so often, oh, better make sure those toes go away. Okay, let's give her a walk break here.
So, cross,
Yeah,
green,
yeah.
the far brown one.
The brown one closest to us, the crossrail.
So I gotta do a few turns.
You gotta do a good turn. An organized turn. You bet. So to get to this jump, Leo, you're going to be on the wall, and then basically you're making part of a circle to get here so that you arrive at the jump straight, but then you're going to look to the right and start to plan to turn right. Okay, so it's like half a circle to the jump, half a circle away from the jump, and then you're going to keep going and jump the crossrail at the end. Okay? Now if she gets fast and disorganized, you can circle. If she's just disorganized with her hind legs, see if you can keep your leg on and half out that outside rein. You know how sometimes you can do that and she'll switch it back? So let's try that. So actually, before we do the whole course, why don't we just do this turn once or twice just to get used to how that's going to feel. So pick up your left lead canter, maybe circle if you need to, and then you're going to do that S curve. So remember that when you're in front of this jump, you're going to be looking to the right. And what else do you think here is going to help you maybe to land on the right lead? So you're looking to the right. Yeah? So in the air, you can open your right rein, right, to show her where to go. And then which leg? So just come here a sec. So I can see what you mean if you're thinking about bending right, that you would be using your right leg. But the thing is that what you're doing actually is she's going to be coming on her left lead, right? And when she's jumping, you're going to want her to be switching over to her right lead. So the jump is almost like a flying lead change, hopefully, okay? So here, when you look right and you show her that you're going to go right, it's the left leg that's going to ask her for the right lead canter. Does that make sense? So if you think of this as your lead change, you're setting her up left, 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 right. Okay? So let's try that. Good, Leo. Yep, good for you to insist on that. Steady. Good. Now this is your canter. That's perfect. No bigger than that. Good. So think about a little bit of left bend. Setting her up. Looking, looking. And look right. You got it. Keep going. Good. Right bend and circle, circle, slow down. That's not the same canter you just had. Slow down. Slower, slower. Stay on a circle, slower. That's right. Okay, and trot. So that was executed really, really well, okay? So I thought let's isolate that part of the exercise before we put it in the middle of all these other jumps and turns. Okay, but that was perfect. So now you're going to do the left cross rail, bending line to the green box, which she might overjump a little bit. Then you're doing your S curve, and then you're finishing back over that one on the right. Okay? That's it, good. Make sure she's still looking where she's going. Oh, come on, bend, bend, bend. No, let's trot again. You started out with her correctly bent. Look at how far counter bent she is right now, Leo. Her head is completely off to the right, so bend her ribs. There you go. Once you get her belly to yield, her neck will fall into place. There you go. Keep that feeling into the canter. Yes, good for you. Good for you. Excellent. Make the leg work harder than your hand. Bending, bending. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Sit tall, leg, 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 leg. Good job. Now organize your canter. Left bend, left bend. Look up, Leo. Look where you're going. There we go. Left bend. Keep massaging the left rein, the inside rein. She's still looking the wrong way. There we go. Good job. Look. Good. Good correction. Whoa. Good job. She sure jumps better when she's not run at the jumps. Good. Half halt. Outside rein. Keep cantering. Outside rein. Okay, let's trot and give her a pat. So Leo, I think you have a really good feel as a rider. I think you kind of feel when things are right and things are not right. And can you feel that sometimes it's quite nice, and then sometimes it's like you lose her, right? And as soon as she shifts from being bent this way to this way, she loses her balance. And that's why it felt fast and ugly along the wall there. After you made a nice turn, she got her correct lead, but then she leaned so hard outside that she sped up and lost her balance, right? So again, when it's time to change the bend, you need to get a little bit loud. Like if you think of your fingers need to kind of shake the rein a little bit, right? Moves a bit in her mouth. At the same time, your leg says, hey, 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 ribs, 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 right? So that she's landing and you're getting the bend before she's already taken it away, right? So you need to be kind of one step ahead of her with that. And that's actually interestingly kind of been my whole thing with my horse this week at Thunderbird, is he gets the same way, and he especially gets really locked about bending right. And what I find is when I land and get the bend early, he never sets against me, right? But if he sets against me and then I'm trying to get the bend, my job is so much harder. Does that make sense? So not just about the lead, but on landing about now getting the shape. Okay, I like that you were patient here. She jumped really well and really tried hard out of the deep spot. Okay, let's do our course again. I don't mind, you know, there's a little bobble there. She's a little bit off her distance and a little bit trying to figure out the jump. What I loved about your ride there was your legs were working, right? You never let her be scared of the jump because you were so positive about the jump. Okay, same course.
Oh, the rain girl's sweaty.
Yeah, she's a sweaty beast, all right. So already I don't like the bend here, right? And this is an easy place for you to over exaggerate. Get the job done. Get the job done. Take left rein. There, okay. Now, yeah, now give her a pat. Tell her she's good. So that she knows when she yields, everything gets easier, softer. Excellent. Good. Keep working it. Around the left leg. Yes, good job. 1, 2, 1, 2, leg. Good job. Balance with leg. Excellent, Leo. Now left bend before she loses it. Left bend. Quick, quick, quick. That's right. That's right. Now outside rein, get her hind legs. Outside rein, get her hind legs. Keep bending left. Keep going. Leg, 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 leg. And right bend. Right bend. Right leg hard. Right bend. Make sure you're not too tight on your outside rein. Yes. Good. And praise her. And good right bend on landing, Leo. That's way better. Okay, big pat for her. Tell her she's good. She just tried really hard, made really good jumping efforts there. Good girl. Big pat, big pat. Yeah, good girl. Much improved with your bending, okay, which is the big theme of this exercise. When you're leaving the green jump, what she does is she fixates into that corner, right? And then when she gets there, she goes, woo, like this, and then she loses her lead behind. So again, even before you meet the turn, if you can get some left bend happening before you need it, it's gonna help. And then the thing is that it's not just about the inside of her body, right? That's where you're getting the bend is here, but then you have to keep the outside of her body organized, because if you just take on the inside, she's gonna lose her lead because there's nothing supporting that side, right? So your outside aids are there, your inside aids are working, and we need to set that a little bit earlier. When she is disunited, you keep working at it, you keep working at it, you hope it gets fixed.
Did she eventually fix it?
No. She went all the way to her jump and then fixed it over the jump. So what I was going to say is with being disunited, you keep working at it, at what could help it, but ultimately they have to jump the jump whether they're disunited or not. Okay, so it's a little different than being on the wrong lead completely. So then when you're disunited, it's kind of that lumpy, bumpy canter. You just have to keep riding the bend, the leg, the rhythm, and they have to sort out the jump. Okay. Okay, so walk. We're going to do our same course again. Okay, Leo, let's do that course again. So again, you're thinking about setting the bend early. And from jump 1 to jump 2, when she's in the air here, you're looking and you're keeping your right leg on so that you're ready to shape the turn quickly on landing. Okay, it's not, I don't want you to cheat your body over this jump. You need to be fairly straight, but you need to be ready for that turn coming up quickly. Hello. Nice shape, Leo. Beautiful. Keep this rhythm. 1, 2, 1. Love it. Love it. Good for you. And what a better turn. Now support. 1, 2, 1. Good job. Left, 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 left. Good. Outside rein, keep working at it. Keep working, both legs, steady, steady. Yeah. There you go, that one worked. Now shorten her steps, Leo, and get your right bend on a circle. Push her rib cage out. Give away your outside rein a little bit, right? She needs room to bend herself to the right, so you have to be careful you're not too tight here when you're trying to bend right. Okay, so let's do the right circle to finish there because she never really got the right bend. Get the right bend before you canter and then keep it in the canter. Okay. So she started on the wrong lead. Yeah. So when it feels funny, you've got to do something about it, right? It doesn't feel funny when she's doing it properly. So if it feels wrong, it is wrong. Okay, and if she picks up the wrong lead, you would just bring her right back to trot and set her up again. Now look into the right, nice shape there. Outside leg back. Oops. Could you feel what happened right before you asked?
Yeah.
Trot right away, don't let her canter like that. So you had a beautiful bend, and then right before you asked, she did this, right? So you've got to keep that right bend through the canter transition. Outside leg behind your inside leg. Outside leg, keeping her hips straight. Ready, outside leg. Good. Good, make sure your legs are back underneath your hips. Check in and see if you can see your toes. Work, work, work. Try to loosen her up. Yeah, it's okay. Turn, bend, turn, and bend. Slow down. I didn't say go faster. Slow down. Turn and bend. So why do I want you to turn? Slow down. I want you to turn so she starts to respect and listen to your outside leg, right? If she's respecting your outside leg, she won't pick up that lead. Yes, now give her a big pat there. And let's give her a little walk break before we canter again, because those last couple circles, she's starting to soften up and give you correct bend, okay? And part of what happens is she gets frustrated. And there's a bit of a fine line there where we need to insist that she follows the rules. But we also don't want to be like bugging her and pissing her off the whole time, okay? Now just stop here for a sec. Oh. So when you're getting the right bend, this leg needs to be here and on, okay? So if you think of, okay, my hands are gonna be your two legs, okay? So this leg is at the girth, this leg is slightly behind the girth because she's on a circle, right? So your hands are turning like her shoulders are turning. Your legs are in that same arc. And what this leg slightly back does is it keeps her hip, right? Your hands are keeping her front end on the circle and your legs are keeping her back end on the circle. So you want her to be doing the banana through your legs and through your reins. If this leg escapes and gets out of the picture, again, it's like you've got a hose that sprung a leak, right? Some of her energy is going to go that way where the leg is not there. Okay, so let's get that same bend back that you just had on your trot circle, and then we'll do the canter now that she's had a little brain break. So you're thinking about your inside leg on at the girth. There, beautiful. Outside leg on and back. Little more energy in the trot, Leo. That's getting there. Keep at it. Keep working at it. Not fast, not slow, not left, not right. Just center through the middle, through your legs and through your reins. On the circle. That's right. Get her. She's leg yielding. How come she's leg yielding out? Make your circle a circle, not a leg yield. Outside leg, make sure that she doesn't drift out there. Keep turning. Outside leg needs to be making contact with her belly. Make sure the outside leg is there all the time so that she doesn't resent it when it suddenly appears. That's right, good. And all of that, you know, quick stuttery motion is her sort of reacting to the leg, and oh, there's the leg, and there it goes away. Keep your leg on. That's right, outside leg slightly behind and on. Good, Leo. Now when you feel you've got her lined up and you've got her attention, go ahead and ask for the canter, but make sure she's not fast and not slow, and your outside leg is on now and all the way through. Beautiful, good transition. So to me, that's more exciting than jumping a jump nicely, because here you're showing the skill set it's gonna take for you to jump the jump nicely. Wonderful. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many trot canter transitions you do if they're poor ones, right? Or it does matter. What it means is that you're untraining the good stuff. You need to do trot canter transitions like you just did, where you're upholding that training. That's perfect. Okay, walk and pat. Yes, and good for you to keep the bend there. Big pats for her. I'm thrilled with you there, Leo. That's awesome. It's hard to do with her because she gets a little distracted, right? And she gets a little like her focus doesn't last. So, but the thing is that as you get her into the work and into her job, she'll stay with you longer and longer before she breaks focus. Good stuff, hey? Wow. Your legs tired? Yeah. Do you want to do a couple more courses or leave it there? What do you think? She's pretty sweaty, so we could go either way.
Do a couple more courses, Leo.
Yeah? You're up for that? Okay, we'll just let her walk for another minute. She's still puffing here. I'm just going to put up the line, and we're going to do our same course, but we'll make it a little bit longer. We might just do it once. We'll see how it goes. So then after you jump the crossrail this way, let's jump the brown crossrail just across the diagonal, turning left, remembering that you're getting the left bend before the corner, and then we'll finish across the diagonal line. Okay? And then after you've done your diagonal line, you're finishing with that right bend like you just had on the flat, okay? So you're finishing with the brown crossrail, then the round to the white, to the brown line. Okay, 5 straight steps. I would also accept 6. I will not accept 4. No galloping. Okay, so if she jumps in big and strong, just rebalance a little bit. Okay. You're thinking everywhere about your appropriate bend to whichever direction you're going. I'm making sure you finish with appropriate bend. I like the shape so far. Good, Leo. Okay, just start there again. She just got a little slow in her canter. Oh, forget he can't hear me very well sometimes. Left bend. Looking up, keep riding your canter rhythm. Good. March away, right bend, right bend. Do not let her speed up. Right bend, good, good. Keep your leg, wait, 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 wait. Okay, let's stop. We're all over the place here. So she started well with nice bend, but on the way to her jump, she got slower and slower and slower. Okay, and then that same thing happened to the green one. So she's a little tired. You need to kind of leg her up a little bit. And then with the missed leads, we don't care so much, but she has to still be on the right track and the right shape, okay? So let's just start again. You need to start with a little bit stronger canter. And then you try to keep that middle ground canter all the way around. Again, we don't want her slow and we don't want her fast. She needs to be in a working canter, a canter that's appropriate for jumping a little course. Good. So here, check in with her. Is she awake? That's right. Good. Now keep this beat to her canter. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Good. Smoothly. Keep that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Left bend. Look up. Keep going. Left bend. Good, Leo. You're good. He's just going to come back over the cross rail at the top here if you stick on the rail. Thank you. Good, Leo. Much, much better. Look up. Look up. Keep riding. Steady. Diagonal cross rail. Left, left, left. Bend, bend, bend. Come on. Left bend. Left ribs. Yes, Leo. Straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good for you. Simple change. Thank you.
Throw some in Shanae's car.
Ah, thank you, thank you.
I hope those are good ones.
I am really, really thrilled with that course, Leo. Let's trot. We're going to change rein and just do our last line again. And I want you to see if you can just push her a little bit more forward down that line. You did 6, which I said would be perfectly acceptable. Now let's try to do 5, just a little more forward, keeping her straight. And then we'll see if we can land and get the lead, okay? Good, great course. Much, much better bending. You're more on top of it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo!
She would rather have a farm than that.
Well, that's why we're not spending any money on that.
That's a down payment on a farm.
No, you did 5, just the last one was really long, right?
Here comes the horse trailer. Should I run?
But she landed on the correct lead and she landed on the correct bend. So I think we should praise her and let her finish there, Leo. And just so you know, for next time, with our plan being about doing 1 less stride than the time before, when she jumps over the first one a little bit quiet, what you want to do then is put your leg on in the first stride, right? So that you got the line 1, 2, 3, a little stronger at the beginning of the line, right? What you did is you kind of jumped quiet, did a couple quiet steps, and then tried to get her going, right? It's just a little bit late. Okay, good. Your legs are hurting? I am very, very proud of you. That was awesome. You got a good feel for this horse. And as you start to get control over where her body shape is going, the jumps get easier and easier.
Okay.
Good for you. Okay, why don't you jump off and walk her out? Because that way you can walk and get your legs, get some lactic acid out of your legs. Hey, hey, hey. And anytime when you're done your ride, just loosen off her flash. Okay, not that it's tight, but it's just one more little reward. I usually just undo this too, or loosen it. Okay, good girl. Excellent. So she'll need to be hand walked for you know, as long as it takes. Might be 10 minutes hand walking, but that'll probably be good for your legs too. That's great. Don't let her lead you. Oh, that was so encouraging.
Yeah, you won $400. You get engaged and you got 2 corns of coffee. Okay, you gotta show that to the YouTube crowd. I won't tell them that it's not real. Come on.
No, and thanks.
Is this Chris?
Yeah. I even got it like this when she wasn't looking.
She said it's a big one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, corn on the cob goes really good with engagement rings. You're officially off the market.
Thank you, Shane.
Oh, I
What
got
are we
some.
doing this week?